Well, some choppers are already rolling. There are some corn dry down events happening that you can check the moisture of your crop. Erica Bierstrom is here from UW Extension with a preview of those. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Erica, you already had one event up in Door County, and you're just starting to get some results back from that.
Yes, the results are somewhere in the 65 to 75%, so pretty typical for this time of year. There's a lot of variety, a lot of days, maturity days, and so there's a different amount of, if there's 95-day corn or 105-day corn, so there's a lot of variety right now.
I know it's different depending on how we're going to be using the feed, but what is the number that most farmers are targeting?
They're shooting for about 65%.
Okay. So I've heard that there is some combining or chopping underway, that is, across the state. What are you hearing from those early reports?
The corn looks good in general. We had a very dry June, as everybody knows. We had an early spring, which wasn't exactly warm, but it was warm enough to get the corn in the ground. Then we didn't get a lot of moisture. So it's kind of been a weird year. Then we had a lot of moisture in in July and August.
Now, Extension puts on dry down events thanks to sponsors and partners in many local communities. What should someone know if they have not ever brought a sample in before?
We have another one coming up, so if they are going to bring in samples, we would like 3 to 4 stalks from the field that are representative of the field. And we need the maturity, the variety, and the plant date.
Why is it important for you guys to gather this data? Certainly for the individual farmer, it means a lot, but for your team to get a snapshot.
We report all of this information back to the state, so everything that we get in, it's reported back, and then there's a statewide database that keeps track of everybody in the state and kind of tracks where we're at across the entire state of Wisconsin.
Good news if people are looking to get cover crops in, that we are able to get some of this early corn off, potentially on a good timeline.
Yes, and there's a lot of winter wheat already in and coming up, and it looks really great because, again, we've had a lot of moisture in August, and everything looks pretty good for fall crops right now.
You're always a big proponent of safety when it comes to fall harvest. Get that message out there once again for people, whether they're driving that piece of equipment or following behind in a car.
The farm equipment's not going to be on the road that long, so if you are a motorist just going down the road following farm equipment, give them their space, give them a little bit of time. They're not going to be on the road long. And for those people who are in the tractors, put the phone down. I see it all the time. Put the phone down, pay attention to what you're doing, and just be safe, get home safe, get back to your families.
Make sure your lighting is working properly.
Yes.
Make sure you have all of that signage out there. As mentioned, there are several additional corn dry down events happening. One of those is September 7th at Rio Creek Feed Mill, their Luxembourg location. Also a few for our viewers in the southern portion. We have one coming up in Black Creek. And then following that, you can also get an update on your corn moisture in Seymour. We're going to have information on all of these on our website. Head to the Midwest page of wearegreenbay.com. Erica, thank you for the update.
You're welcome.